The challenge with approaching a global market is that people have different exigencies for different languages, and they're also uneven. There's also an uneven distribution of the data that we see and that we can use for training and for validating our machine learning models. The unevenness of training data in different languages is reflected in multiple machine learning endeavors, whether it is in natural language processing or speech synthesis or natural language understanding. And the solution for this is to develop machine learning models that are intrinsically able to process multiple languages. This is important because it allows us to transfer information that we learn in the machine learning models from one language to the other. For example, if we have to analyze a specific type of document and we see a large training set in English, which is usually the case, because there are many universities and many businesses contributing to this workspace, and because our data science team is in English, but we are asked to solve a very similar problem in a different language, let's say German or Arabic or anything, then we can use the way we train our models to leverage the information that we get from English into training better models for the other languages. The reason we can transfer information between multiple languages by using machine learning techniques, some of them which are state-of-the-art, some of them which we are innovating in-house, is because really in a corporate environment, people more or less talk about the same thing and structure the information in very similar ways regardless of the language that they use. There are engineering reasons for which we have approached Arabic as one of the languages that we're introducing in our first language pack. First of all, strictly from a natural language processing perspective, it is somewhat similar to English in terms of the entropy rate of the language, the average amount of information that you get for every word and how people maybe structure their topics and so on. But also it gives us the ability to organize our pipeline around a language which is not using the Latin char set, but for which we find easily many native speakers even in our company or in the university hubs and so on. So there were some enticing engineering advantages for this. Multilingual is important for a company which is applying the latest in machine learning and classifying and understanding data, not only because it allows a better approach of the task at hand. We are literally becoming better at approaching at classifying data and at navigating different languages on a global market. But at the same time, as we get better at approaching this problem in this way, we are also opening opportunities for new problems where we could leverage the rich feed of data that we get by analyzing companies' unstructured data. Things like insight generation, language understanding, more sophisticated language understanding and language synthesis tasks, and so on. One of the advantages of applying machine learning to the problem of data classification in corporations is that it allows you to leverage a rich signal provided by the semantics, the meaning of the documents, beyond mere occurrence of any word or of any combination of words that may be found by regex filters. The signal is there. People, even if they use terse formulations, they provide a lot of context. This is all in the unstructured text that we can mine from different documents. And especially if you have the capabilities of putting these documents together, that is an important decisive factor that can assist in data leak protection decisions. Multilingual is an important advantage in interpreting the unstructured data, the signal that we get from unstructured data, because we want to make sure that we provide the same quality and robustness of the semantic understanding of text that is then used by downstream components to protect the data. This is this can be an important choice for really mission critical approaches. So it is important that we can verify it and deliver it at the same level of quality for everybody. regardless of whether they are in the UK or in Germany or somewhere in the Middle East. Like in many domains of industry, in data classification, the paramount importance of AI and ML is that it can solve really complex problems which would otherwise be not approachable by normal engineering. And the problem of learning from the customer's data and delivering accurate predictions to a good level of performance is a complex problem, one for which we need to deploy this disruptive technology in order to satisfy the customer's demands.